The economy and economics. There are two versions of the economy, and there are two sorts of economics. The large, long tradition of the humanities, moral and political thought with economics in, that stretch from time immemorial, right up to now, and the much reduced and abbreviated version of that long tradition that we call simply economics, and I'll sometimes call modern economics, that appeared about 200 years ago. Now, what shall we say the economy is about? Let us say it is about the transfer of life and all the resources that make life possible from one generation to another through time. Is that right? Will that do? You have an economy because you have a human population and a society. They relate to one another and they hope to go on through time. We get married, we have children, we bring those children up. In due time they become active economic agents. They go to work and they save, and if you're very lucky they pay taxes which will support us in our old age as we draw our pensions, and we rely on the appearance of a new generation and the endless creation of children and their education to continue this great this great human Ponzi scheme, this pyramid game. It's about life in the first place, and then the resources of life. You have a baby, and then your own parents come round and they bring presents, and they open savings accounts for the kids, and thus it is, you go to work to support your own children, and so it is that we have a motive. If we decide to have a family and children, we have a motive to go to work. And of course we go to work to earn money to make ourselves attractive to the other sex in order to perhaps start a family with her or him. Now that is an extra large definition of economics, and it's a long-term view of economics. Now the funny thing about modern economics, that's to say the tradition as it started again from scratch a little over 200 years ago, is that it's a reduced and abbreviated account of what it is to be human. And what it's particularly discarded is exactly that long-term account of being a human. Look, you're a human. You start as a baby, let us say. You become a child. You grow up into an adolescent. All that time you're dependent, even when you're at university. And then at last comes the moment when you become an active, independent, non-dependent economic agent. And so, let's say for a happy 40 years, you really are the individual. You earn your own money, you can go and spend it. Comes a day when you're pushed or shoved or willingly gallop off into retirement, and then you draw your pension, and then you become elderly and you need care, and you become once again a dependent adult. So an adult is always a dependent thing, then an independent thing, and then again a dependent thing. And each adult depends on there being others who are independent, who can pay the taxes to support us, either when we're young, at school, university, or when we're old, retired, and in the old people's home. We depend on there being other people of other ages, and we depend on the flow of new people, children or young grown-ups entering the job market. Now it's a very funny thing, but modern economics completely, not completely, very largely overlooks this very fundamental element of human interaction and exchange. So there is a significant part of the economy, actually the source of the economy, that modern economics, for some strange reason, does not consider. Why that may be, we will think about it next time.